Murauro is my name. My surname is Thabela. I'm the chairman of the Eastc group. Definitely, the vision is not self-centered to me as a chairman. It's a combined group vision, which is to build Africa one skill at a time. And definitely linking that is what we would have seen today, that this vision has been endorsed, agreed 5 years back. We can see the vision coming to fruition. You would have seen that this was our first year of a technocentric school, and we saw awards, we saw a beautiful prize giving ceremony of our learners, which definitely shows you that we're walking the talk. So that definitely we're walking the talk in terms of building Africa one skill at a time. And we've started it as low now as grade R, where we are believing that if you want to train these kids in what we believe is a technocentric model, it must be started as young at that age. So from grade R, we are having a technocentric school, and we believe that when they finish their matric, there will be a technocentric varsity, which we're working through our BRICS collaboration. We're working with the Chinese, we're working with the Egyptians, but mainly the Chinese. We're working with them on ensuring that we introduce the university. At most, it must be next year, where we'll introduce a technocentric university. And the thinking definitely is to make sure that when your learners graduate or they finish matric, they should be able to continue with the same technocentric curricula to the university. The highlight of my day from your award session today is, bearing in mind this was our first year, one would have thought things wouldn't pick up to the level the way we picked. It was touching to see a grade 1 student already talking big around the issue of robotics. It was good to hear your high school kids talking about the solar. It was good when you hear some of the kids already telling you now, your primary school, I mean, there was one girl who came in and says, young as she is, I mean, that should be 8 years or so. She now appreciates what is a fridge beyond her picking things that are free, cold from the fridge. She understands the chemistry around refrigeration. I think this is what we want to achieve. And I think we are best placed to achieve that. Why am I saying we're best placed? I mean, we've got a technocentric school that is placed a walking distance from a fully fledged workshop of an artisan college. So I'm happy that what we requested our leadership to say, ensure that our learners, as much as from grade 1 onward, give them an exposure to some of our workshops. I can see that this is being done. Your learners, young as they are, they're getting into their work suit. They're getting into boiler making. They're getting into air conditioning class workshops. They're having a touch and feel. And yes, definitely, that's not what you'll be getting in any of the schools. I am confident there isn't even a single school in the country, more likely even in the whole continent, that is offering what we're offering. You won't be having a young kid at the age of 7 years, 6 years, already understanding the entire electric board. You would have had kids as young as 10 years. They are already working on robotics at a high end. So that for me is key. But besides your high-end technocentric curricula, these kids are understanding your basic artisanry or your conventional skills, artisanal skills. Amongst others is mechanics. You've got kids that are at primary or at high school who are already doing mechanics, who understand what is it to pull down or to help pull down some parts of the car. So I believe that we are best positioned to continue delivering this disruptive innovation in education. One of also a big leverage that we're bringing as part of our disruptive innovation in our education system here at Eastc is what you would have seen today. We've had representatives that is coming from a long-standing relationship with the Chinese Culture Center, who are already our partner in technology from China, And by beyond partnering in technology, we've got Chinese, the same team, that are also putting up, raising a hand to say we are ready to do an exchange program. And we're looking at this holistically. And why am I saying it's a holistic approach? Is we want to ensure that we have some of our teachers going to China to go and understand this high tech, to go and understand this artificial intelligence, so that when they come back here, they can teach us properly. But over and above that, we also expect, through the same program, as Lou would have raised now during the function, we also expect that we could do some trade-offs with some of the Chinese teachers to come and teach our learners here on a high-end, technocentric curriculum. So we're happy with that. The second phase of it definitely is the highest end of beneficiation, where we take our learners to China and ensure that they go and get a proper practical exposure of the technocentric curriculum that we're talking about. We're happy that today we're graced by the China Center, and we're believing that this is a relationship that is going to benefit highly the entire vision that we're building. That is not far off from what we're talking about, the BRICS. So we want to align more and ensure that these trade-offs, these exchange programs become a reality. And I must say, on the same note, we thank the China Culture Center for being part of this. They were here the whole day. We are looking forward to those exchange programs effective next year. I was also thrilled heavily when I picked that we're going to look at partnering also with them on aspects of high innovations. We talked during the day about, amongst others, of innovations around your high school kids starting on working on manufacturing of cars. I mean, that's innovation that we expect from to see from a black child. It can't be that we only see this happening on another part of the world. We believe heavily there's a gene of a victor in every black child, and we want to come in, trigger that gene, and ensure that we get our new Elon Musk out of this center. Thank you.